What is happening? Welcome back to The Past is Alive. Thank you all for tuning in. Happy freaking New Year. I've returned tonight on the first of the month with another box of disappointment. 1990 tops. And we are ringing the new year with the search for the Frank Thomas No Name on Front that I've been after pretty much the better half of my life. And tonight may be the night inside of a wax box that I can't quite remember. Hang on a second, guys. It's been a long day. I don't know what was going on there, but my laptop was on in the background. It was super loud in the other part of the house. So let's pull these packs out and let's get down to it. So once again, Happy New Year's. I spent literally the last, I don't know, maybe 10 hours cleaning out the shop. I spent yesterday cleaning out the shop. The day before that, also doing the same thing, which was pretty sad and bittersweet to watch that entire operation come to an end at last. But it is entirely cleaned out now, so you shall see plenty more videos from me, more skits, and all kinds of other good stuff, including 91 Donruss case breaks coming tomorrow. So the Frank Thomas NNOF on front, obviously the car we're chasing after 90 tops. These came from a guy that drove up from Michigan, from I think it was Warren, Michigan, or not Michigan, Chicago or Ohio, recently, and sold me his collection that he had sitting around for a while. And there's some pretty cool stuff that I found in there. And this is one of the boxes. Chris B says, what happened to the shop? I also want to take a second and thank Jared. I forget his last name. Jared on Facebook actually reminded me of this 90 Tops of Rip because I completely forgot about it with all of the craziness that happened the past couple days. So thank you to Jared. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. There's a Ripken All-Star card to start things off. We have parts of the trifecta here. Mark Williamson. So that means we need the Kurt Schilling next, which is the precursor for the Frank Thomas in the wax packs. Kevin Bass is going to show up. Jared's House of Cards. That was you, man. Thanks again, dude. I totally forgot the significance of the first of the month. Kevin Bass and some gum stains. Of course, we all know Kevin Bass, the many pants of Kevin Bass. And with the propaganda piece, glossy all-stars in every single freaking pack. Paul O'Neill from Mikey G. Kevin Gross, LaRussa looking like he's going to club somebody. And Dave Henderson ends the very first pack. More disappointment and letdown around the freaking corner. And Austin says, love the vids, man. You will pull the name on front. Austin, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. I'm hoping that this is a year. 2023 is the year of the no name on front for me. Whether I pull it or I break down and buy it, or I find out someone that owns it and then rob them, one way or another, that will end up in my PC. I don't know, but that's a tough question, though, because what would it go in? Would it go in my rookie box, or would it go in the error box? I don't know. I'm not that far ahead yet, but it'd be pretty wild to think about having it in my possession to begin with. James Reynolds, what's going on, man? Says those packs look clean, man. They definitely seem to be, man. They definitely seem to be. Deion Sanders, not a rookie card. There is that sweet binder. I actually have that in my house. My entire garage is filled up with stuff right now, by the way. I'm moving around, be moving that the rest of the night. The $120 Roger Craig manager card shows up early, so that's just bought this box and the next three by having that one. Jared says, sounds like you need a rookie error box. I think that's the next thing in the works here. It's gonna be. Paul L says it would go in neither. It would go on the floor. That's definitely usually where things end up. They usually end up on the floor. But anyways, I had a lot of people ask me what happened to the store, and I feel like I've told most of you, but for anybody that's wondering or just hasn't been around for a while, the Past is Alive retail store shut down this past week after a mere and meager 8 months in business. But it wasn't because business wasn't good. It was because the building is a freaking cesspool and just had all kinds of issues with water problems, pipes bursting, and the black soot of death from the depths of hell that was literally, you could probably still see the remnants of it on my fingers. Like I washed my hands like 6 times and it's still embedded in my skin. I don't know what this stuff is, but it's some sort of otherworldly substance. There's Dan Quisenberry for Paul L. We salute him. But if you've ever seen like House on Haunted Hill and that thing, whatever that death dust is that comes out at the end and just kills everything, and just completely, I don't even know. I forget what it was supposed to be, but I haven't seen the movie in a while. But that's what it reminds me of. Like that stuff just landed on everything in the freaking store. I don't know where it came from, and like everything you touch in there is just black on your fingers. X-Files alien spores. That might be what it is. It's some sort of alien substance. So it was like the 7 deadly plagues that came about. First we had an infestation of horse flies from like some filthy apartment above our store, and then it just went from there. Leaks, and then freaking pipes bursting, and then just death, mold, or whatever it is, spores, mold, fungus. Reds fans has heard the robot is going to rent your old space. The robot and I are actually on bad terms. We are on bad terms again. So he has been declared my arch enemy once again. And I saw him yesterday, and I wanted so badly to take a picture of him because you guys have seen like the back of him, but you can't. I don't think you can picture what he looks like from the front. So he was walking down the street pushing a cart yesterday, and I was in the middle of loading his truck up, and couldn't snap one in time. He did wave at me, but we are still blood enemies, to say the least. I blame Skeletor Wolford. Floyd fan says there was a dog who had a farm and name was Bingo. What's going on, Floyd fan? Yeah, the bingo break was going to happen last night. I got stuck working, which was pretty freaking lame. And then after that, I went and had a good time and didn't get home until 5 a.m. So it was probably too late to do bingo break after that. But bingo break is coming. Paul L. has it on the broken, empty promises list. And I think people are already putting the 91 Donruss case rip on there. But that's happening tomorrow at 7 o'clock, I think. Maybe 6 o'clock. I don't know. But I'm going to rip through those packs and boxes like pretty fast. We're not going to sit there and we're not going to soak in the joy of 91 Donruss. I don't know if I can bring myself to do that for more than a few packs. Maybe that might be pushing it. Dennis Cook shows up. Second-year Dennis Cook. The wild gunslinger Kevin Wickender. Koufax, we're looking for the 3-headed Mickey Weston as well. All kinds of Mandela effects to find in here. There's the sweet old-school threads from Topps, so you can still purchase online. Ken Hill, second year. And the Griffey shows up, the bloody scab that everyone obsesses over for whatever reason. And Craig Worthington Gold Cup always weirds me out because I just feel like that shouldn't be on there. I feel like that should be an error, but Craig Worthington apparently had a pretty good year in '89. Burn on 91 Donruss at the end. People would be so angry if that happened. I actually threw away cards. Like I don't ever throw away baseball cards. To me, it's like a cardinal sin. Even if it's 91 Fleer, I just can't bring myself to do it. But I threw away cards recently when they got wet, obviously. But I had to throw away more out of the store because they were like creased up ones and stuff like that, or on the floor or whatever else. Like what am I gonna do with these? Might as well throw them away. As my buddy says, might as well. So that's the reason why the store closed down. It's very quite possible that I'm going to do garage sales and sell cards here in the future, like very soon. And I don't know if anything will come from that, but that is my plan for the time and being. I kind of want to have my weekends back to like go travel and loiter around in all the 4 corners of the earth in different antique stores. Nolan Ryan 5,000 Ks comes out. I missed something a while ago. I apologize. I was too busy blabbering. Mikey G says, Happy New Year's. Can't wait. 2023 TPIA hijinks. Mikey G, man, I always appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. Mikey G, responsible for the newest TPIA rookie card, in case you missed that. I've been sending those out and spamming people's mailbox with those cards. People love them. So, Mikey G, thanks a lot, dude, for everything you sent. Happy New Year to you. I hope that you get that Donnie Baseball 84 Nestle. I don't know if you want to get an autograph or if you're just looking to get it slabbed with no auto. Maiden says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, man. Appreciate you guys being here for this typically disappointing and disheartening eternal search for this card that quite possibly no longer exists in autumn packs. I'm somewhat confident for an elite. I've never pulled an elite card in my life. It's always been a goal of mine. I did sell spots for this break, 20 boxes, 20 spots. But like I said, I'm not going to ship anything. It's just going to be basically a lottery ticket to get an elite. I just want to pack pull one. I have a few from 91. I think I have Matt Williams was the last one I bought at a flea market. But so I do collect them, but my goal is to pack pull one. Whether I keep it or not, I just want to freaking pull one because I've always wanted to. Dirk Remington, what's happening, man? It says loitering for 2023. Happy New Year, LFG. Dirk, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for that. Wade Boggs, it's good to see you. Hopefully you had a good New Year out on the road, I imagine. There's that sweet Velcro hat. Check out Dirk Remington. I don't know if there's any mods in here. I can post some links to these channels. Corey is obviously abandoning me somewhere else right now. There's Rance Mullenix. First time seeing him. But check out Dirk Remington's channel. I think he's posted a video recently. I've been so caught up in trying to scramble, that's not a good sign, to move everything out of the store last minute, which shouldn't surprise absolutely any one of you. I was like, yeah, it won't be that bad to get all this stuff out of here. If it wasn't for my good friends, a couple of good friends that I have helping me take all this stuff out of there, it wouldn't have happened. It was overwhelming. So that's why I didn't do the case break tonight, because I was like, I still have so much crap in here. I have to get this out of here before they lock me out tomorrow. Larry Walker rookie card shows up. Very nice. One's a little bit warped, but we will take it. Austin says, Ricky Henderson, record breaker, best card in the set. That would be freaking sick, man. It'd be very, very sick. Thank you very much, Austin. I appreciate that. There's definitely some cool elites that I hope we see one of them. It'd be crazy to see two. There's really no odds posted anywhere online. Typically they're like one per case, but I don't know if that rings true for 91 or not, because I've never seen the exact odds, just like guesstimates. Joe Oliver, Darnell Coles, and Denny Martinez. Frank says, I think Corey is on kill housefly or horsefly duty. Happy New Year, John. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate that, man. Happy New Year to you, buddy. Brian Smith in the house says, Happy New Year, Juan. No name this year. I hope so, Brian. I really do, man. Good to see you in here. Yeah, it's another full year of ripping 90 tops. We got 11 more boxes of this year. And the creator of Retro Wax, Jared, Slater Sports Cards, actually sent me a case of 90 Tops rack packs a few months back, and I don't know what I did with it. And you think it'd be kind of hard to lose an entire case, especially rack packs, is a bigger box, but it went missing in my house somewhere. So I'm going to have a bunch of free time now that I'm not at the store to kind of try to organize the freaking massive mess that I have in my hands. Chris Sabo shows up. Randy Johnson's second-year card. This is Brian Fisher. I was definitely pumping that card as a kid. Steve Frey looking extra sassy with his hand on his hips. And Carlos Martinez, Gold Cup to end that freaking pack. Flash Black says, I was watching a breaker open an entire case of 91 Donruss, and on the last pack of the case, he pulled an Andre Dawson lead. That's freaking wild, man. That's the kind of luck that I would have, too. Like that recent rip from the store, the last video that I did in there, with those Brady packs, that was pretty wild because I've had those for a while. I never sold any of them. I bought them off a guy that was in a junk store a while ago, like a year ago or whatever. I made a video about it, but he was like, I want all of those. He definitely gave him a really good deal because, like, those Brady packs are pretty freaking expensive. I think total from what I had them priced at was like over $3,000. It was like $3,085, and that was like those were like $40 less a pack than what they were selling for on eBay. Typically, they sell for about $130 sold listings for one pack of those. I think I had them marked at like $85 a piece, so I knocked. I think I gave them all those packs for like $1,200, which I thought was a pretty good deal for what they should have sold for. And then I was kind of really bummed out that there was no Brady, but then he pulled that freaking awesome Kurt Warner Marino auto, the very last pack. That's typically how my luck is, so maybe that's what will happen with me. There's Dick Hauser looking extra pissed off. Dick Hauser versus Sparking Anderson, Battle Royale fight to the freaking death. Sheffield Gold Cup. Clinton Ray with the walked-in emoji. Yeah, that kind of was a Mandela effect, huh? Let me go back to that real quick. I just went right past it. Calling Mandela effect on that one. I can go along with that. Sparky wins that battle. Yeah, I think Sparky would. Sparky has those, like, he's got that menacing death stare. Like, it's like it turns you to stone. I can see that happening. Scotty Arms, what's happening, man? Happy New Year. Kelly Gruber, Mariana Duncan. I used to hate Mariana Duncan so badly when I was a kid. Joe's Card Corral's in the store the other day, and we were talking about how much we hated Mariana Duncan. He was actually in the All-Star game in '94, playing second base. And there's a Ben McDonald rookie card. Of course, the unofficial sponsor of tonight's video is none other than Zevia. It's my very last one, and I'm very upset about it. So, but what can you do except go get more? Ed Nunez, there is more sweet old threads from Topps. Mark Gubazar, Alvin Davis, Paul Molitor. Randy McCammon rookie card comes out early. Dale Murphy. James Reynolds says, can't believe Eric pulled the levitating Mike Watson out of that Three Bros jump starter kit. I saw that, what was that, like 800 count box full of junk. There was actually some pretty good cards in there, though. I had to watch that video, and I was surprised that Otani's second-year gold cup was in there. Like, holy crap. It was pretty wild. So I've said it many, many times, but if you know any products that you want me to open that you've seen, like while you're scouring eBay, like weird stuff like Three Bros, Yak Packs, send me a freaking link for it, and I will try and get that, because there's nothing more fun than opening like absolute trash products, especially when people try to overcharge for them and hype them up. Like, what was that that one that I opened, Paul? It was like my first sports card collection. It was like guaranteed Gem Mint 10 LeBron James rookie. It was like the most generic slab that there was. It was literally like a basement slab. Tom Gordon is Kurt Schilling. That means Frank Thomas is going to be behind him there. That is the second part of the trifecta, by the way. So we are nearing. Oh man, Thomas is stuck. Oh man, it's stuck. All right, so we have Frank Thomas here. That's it. Now, do we see? How awful would that be if that's the name on front and there's a freaking gum stain on it? I would literally lose it. I would lose it. Mike Witt, Jared says trifecta tonight. I can't put them together yet because I'm hiding that Frank Thomas, but he is there. I see a gum stain on him already, though. That would be absolutely awful. Jimmy S., Happy New Year, man. I appreciate you always being here. Yeah, some of this gum's pretty bad. It looks like it's fresh, but still. Jim Abbott, I have seen that card on eBay for $10,000. Dan Billardello, another guy that I absolutely loathed when I was younger. Bernie Williams rookie card comes out. Another one that one of the prominent rookie cards from this set. Jared said, I mean, if you lost the paper where his name, it shouldn't be, should that be the name up front? That's very true. maybe by pulling the cards apart, the name will come off. That's what I'm hoping for. Austin says it's a box from Michigan. I can only hope. I can only hope so. Roger McDowell. Jim Abbott. Yeah, this card, it's probably still on there. It was listed for $10,000. It's some kind of like spelling error or something like that. I would still take it too. I would love it. I would still love it if it had a gum stain on it. I would definitely be bummed out about it, but that would be my awful, no good, very bad luck that I seem to have sometimes. I would pull that card finally after years, and it has a gum stain. Joseph C., what is happening, man? It has been a long time. It says Kurt Schilling rookie. Kurt Schilling rookie card starting bid $30. How's my Pepsi? Always good to see you, Joe. I was upset that you did not make it down for the grand closing event at the store. We had bikini models. We had catered by Taco Bell. It was pretty sick. Joseph C. was not there, but there is Stan Javier's filthy and rather bushy, bulbous unibrow. Robin Yount, scraggly little mullet. Ernie Riles. But your Pepsi is here, Joseph. It is definitely here. Is that Craig Biggio a partial blacklist? Doesn't appear to be. It was definitely on the same sheet as the Frank Thomas. And Steve Davis ends that pack. Psych Mike, what's happening, man? I would never sell it. I would never, if I pulled a name on front, I would never sell it. That would stay on my PC forever. Scotty 784 Tops Manly with a gum stained back. Pretty damn sweet. People put those sets together. It's crazy. I never realized that until somebody told me. I think it was like actually Joseph C. that told me that people put entire gum stained sets together, which would be very difficult to do. And because of that, you take cards like this and you put them on eBay, somebody will buy that for probably like $3 or $4, even though it's a nickel or less card. Somebody out there is putting those sets together, which is a very odd thing to do, but that is something that people enjoy. I've seen crazy things where even like 88 Donruss, where people will make an entire set out of like cello packs, like based on who's on the top. So I don't even know how many cards are in 88 Donruss. What is it, like 700, something like that, somewhere around there. So an entire set of like 700 packs with, in order based on the card on the top of the pack, which would be crazy to do that. But people have done it. It's a little easier with 88 Donruss because it is very, very inexpensive, as we all know. Floyd fans says, were you the bikini model, John? Also, I heard Robert Palmer on the radio, and I can't get might as well face it. You're addicted to love. I never even thought about that one, man. I never thought about that one. That is very, very good, though. I'm stealing that. I'm definitely stealing that. Ow. Cut my finger there. But might as well face it. The bingo break is never going to happen. Never happening. Brian Smith says, your bro still won't sing the Padrique song. I don't know what's up with that. He definitely remembers it. It was a very basic song to sing, but I don't know. There's that filthy sweat-stained Clutterbuck hat. Absolutely rotten looking. Like, that actually makes me sick to my stomach looking at that. I don't know. Paul, I think that's worse than John Kruk's sweat-stained hat. Brian Clutterbuck, he definitely is the leader in filthy hats. That is worse than John Kruk's 86 traded. Will Clark All-Star card. He's embarrassed. I don't know why he's embarrassed. I don't think it's an embarrassing song, but I don't think we'll ever hear it. Stan Belinda rookie card. Kruger, what's happening, man? Says, Happy New Year, John. No better way to bring the new year than hunting no name on front. Shout out to the channel. 750 sub giveaway. Hobby box graded card prizes. So Kruger Breaks and Rips is giving away a hobby box and also graded cards. So check him out. I don't know if I'm subbed to you or not, Kruger. I'll definitely throw you a sub once the video is over. I don't know if I have any mods in here that can throw a link to Kruger. Paul L., can you throw up a link for Kruger, please? Corey is not with us. Jeff King rookie card. I appreciate that, man. Happy New Year to all of you. And to me, whenever I pull this no name on front, for sure, man. Appreciate you, Paul. We got A. Bartlett Giamatti coming up in here. I was real pumped on that card as a kid until he banned Pete Rose from baseball. And I kind of was pissed off about it. Delonta Shields, rookie card. There's Eric Davis for Damon. Still making a stack for you, Damon. I got a stack of Eric Davis I'm going to send you. They've been all scattered around, but I literally put them aside for you when I see them. Giamatti, Drifter Thrifter. What's going on, man? Phil Stevenson and the Limp Wristers. Lee Brandt, the Gum Stain, the Propaganda Piece. Alan Trammell. There's Rob Deere, another guy that I absolutely detested back when I was a kid. I don't know why. Must have been that mullet. I don't know. Something about him just really pissed me out. Maybe I think, I feel like Rob Deere struck out a lot. And I feel like that's why I hated him. Oh, yeah. Look at his numbers on the back. 186 in 1987, 153 in 88, 179 in 86, 158, yeah. Strikeout King, Robin Deere. And still ripping. We got a Frank Thomas here. If you're just joining, I almost gave it away again. I have a very good way of doing that. But the Frank Thomas has arrived behind the shilling. It is gum stained. We don't know if it's the name on front, and we won't know until the end of the video. So everyone's forced to stay here and share in my misery of looking for this legendary card. Philly baseball card says Brian Clutterbuck, 90 tops, filthy hat air, asking price 10 grand from Dad's old collection. Yeah, I love when you see that from Dad's old collection. Those Honus Wagners that people get reprints and then you just like wear the corners down and burn it with a lighter, like it's a burnt treasure map or something like that. And it's like, I don't know. I found this in an attic somewhere. I don't know if it's real or not. And then there's like 20 bids on it. It's like $800. Ron Robinson looking super dorky. Brian Charles is happy to share in your misery, John. There's Ted Power. Got a lot of stickiness in this box. Mike says, love the first of the month. Means and Things, glorious 90 tops. It doesn't get any better than 90 tops. Well, maybe it does. Maybe it does tomorrow night. We open 20 boxes of 91 Donruss Series 2. So the green border, a very fruity looking Doyle Alexander. Brooke Jacoby, and there is new to the hall, Fred McGriff, the crime dog, as Corey calls him. Paul L says Ted Power. Ted Power, too bad it's not the 90 Fleer card. That is typically probably what I say when I see Ted Power. And I was going to say it, and I didn't, because I didn't want anyone to think I was predictable. So much for that. But I will do this. I bet no one knew I was going to put that there. That is the triple chin Ed Lynch 87 tops that we have all come to love and admire. Jack Doherty. There's Jim Rice. McGriff again. Bob Walk, first time seeing this one. The Topps magazine debut with Canseco's second year Steve Finley. Ripken, Whitey, and Steve Buechele, his mullet flapping in the wind. I said it once, I will say it again. I never liked Steve Buechele, and I probably never will. Paul L. is demanding bingo. Paul L., we have to pick a new date for bingo. I don't know when it's going to be, but you might want to put that on the empty promises list for the time being. Maiden says, how many chins? All of it. Steve Lyon starts it off. We got to open an entire case of 90 tops traded. I haven't seen those in a while. It'd be like a breath of fresh air because of the different colored borders. And there's like 4 cards per pack. That was like, those were like freaking cardboard gold back in 1990. The traded set with Todd Hundley and Travis Fryman. People were literally pulling knives on each other to get those in their shopping carts back then. Maybe not that far. Maybe that's like a slight exaggeration, but just making conversation here. Joseph C says, Whitey Herzog is a Hall of Famer. $25 starting bid. You got to give that one away for free. Free cards. Lance McCullers. Appreciate that, Joseph C. I'm still keeping your Shaq Pepsi cold for you. And I also have that Jim Wolford, a.k.a. Skeletor, in the slab waiting for you as well. Project 100 coming soon for Whitey. Mike Maddox, Kevin Tappaney. So still ripping through these. And, I mean, we found the only rookie we're missing now is Sosa. The Thomas has come out. We are saving that for the very end. So everyone was forced to stay here, and so they have passed their bedtimes. But we don't have many packs left. And then tomorrow night, it's going to be incredible ripping through 91 Donruss. Paul says, who was it that destroyed that Bob Walk 88 Topps card? That was Joe. Yeah, Joe destroyed it. I don't think Joe's in here right now, but yeah, he destroyed it. And I think my dad hit him over the head with a newspaper. I don't know. We were in my brother's room and just, I don't know what it was, but it was like our other neighborhood friend was like being a jerk or something that day. And he left his cards at Eric's house, or in Eric's room in our house. And Joe, I don't know, he must have did something to Joe and was like mean to him or something like that. So I think Joe like destroyed his Bob Walk 88 Topps card because he like loved it a whole bunch. And I'm pretty sure my dad like walked in and just like hit Joe there with a rolled up newspaper. Not like super hard or anything, but definitely a good childhood memory right there. Mark Grant, Carlton Fisk, Ron Hassey, and Randy Kramer. Ends that pack. I see Rob Deere and raise you Gorman Thomas. That's a good one. Scotty says Desert Storm break tomorrow, John. Desert Storm, like the actual military cards. That would be a brutal break to get through. I feel like you literally like, and I'm not like joking when I say that, but I feel like you can't pay people to take those cards. They're very tough to get rid of. But at least from what I've seen, I see them in antique malls all the time. And even I had them in my store like for $0.25 a pack, and I don't think I sold any ever. Got the Schwarzkopf rookie card in there, though. Eckersley starts it off. Brian Smith said, I demanded Johnny Walken Fuss Day. We definitely should have that. We should have different days for each month. Joseph C. says, you also have my Jackie Robinson as well. Joseph has been really, really adamant about getting this 56 Topps Jackie Robinson off me. It was the same one that I actually missed when I did a collection video that I bought. There's a 56 Robinson that was in nice condition that was kind of tucked away with a bunch of random like Topps Archives reprints and stuff like that. And it's definitely not a reprint. It's pretty nice. And Joseph is demanding that I hand it over to him. There's Scott's got our short print showing up. Still no sign of Mickey Weston, though. I think I pulled like 2 out of the last box. We have 2/3 of the trifecta here for the to unlock the secrets of the universe. So we're close to that. But maybe if we pull the third one, we will unlock the 91 front with the gum stain. No love for the Kevin Napier rookie in this. There probably was love for it at one point in time. Todd Zeal rookie card starts things off. I guess it's not really his rookie. It's first Topps card. It's definitely a difference. Mickey Weston shows up. The party has started. We have Ed Lynch in the background, and I feel like we're missing. We're leaving out some people here in this party, so that needs a $30 price tag on it. I think the other one's still in my shop. Juan Bell. Nolan Ryan, 5,000 Ks, propaganda piece. Swindell again. The Necklace Wonder, Davey Johnson shows up. Kurgevise and Gary Gaetti, almost looking like the Joker with that sadistic smile. Joseph C. says, I'm not asking for it to be handed over. I'll trade you green paper. You can buy tacos for it. Well, if we put it that way, like it's very tempting offer whenever you talk to me like that. When we talk about it, if you get that dad joke. And Davey Johnson starts it off, the different necked Davey Johnson. Smoltz, second year card. Fred Lynn. Eric Davis once again. Rob G, thanks for being here, man. Tom Bransky ends that pack. Scully Arms says that Ken Hill was ready for PSA. It definitely is. You can tell why it's in the snap-tight case. It's a Ken Hill rookie, and it is a $30 card. Austin says, hear me out, Alex. Alex Madrid, $89. I remember when that craze started. And most of you probably remember that too. First, it was like the Hosier eBay for like $758,000. It was listed on eBay and sold listings. And then after that came the $25,000 Alex Madrid that I feel like people are still actively buying and trading these cards that literally have absolutely zero value. I appreciate that, Austin. Kevin Napier, rookie card. There was a shout out to it there to make everybody happy. Mike Schmidt, turn back the clock. Yeah, there's so many ridiculous cards. A $10,000 Todd Zeal. I think it's $20,000 actually. Todd Zeal, 90 Donruss on there. And definitely money laundering. And I saw somebody yesterday. There's a girl I was talking to yesterday. She's like, I have so many baseball cards. I'm like thinking like, yeah, they're probably awful. And she's like, well, I looked this one up. It was like a $2,000 card. I was like, it's probably like a Howard Johnson 90 Topps. And yeah, it might have been listed on eBay for $2,000 by somebody, but it's not worth that. A very pissed off and sassy George Brett. Bo Jackson shows up for the first time in his box. The lawlessness of Tom and Mike Scott, looking like, I forget his name every single time, but the dude from Raiders of the Lost Ark that burns the medallion into his hand, that is definitely him. Always forget his name. So please refresh my memory once again. That's something I should know because I'm a diehard Indiana Jones fan, but I don't know. Tote or Tote. How do you pronounce that? I can't remember. That's what it is. T-O-H-T, I believe. The most I've seen Alex Madrid for was like $90 at a flea market. Did you really see it at a flea market for that much? I've never seen it I've never seen it at a flea market at least. Melted off face guy. That's another way to call him. People still buy that crappy 87 Pete Rose manager card for $5K on eBay. Paul, it's so funny you say that because there it is, right there. Right there in the top right corner. In this mess. It is sitting right there. So that is just pure and total irony right there. Matt Williams, Eric Anthony, feature star, was a hot one back then. Used to freaking love that one. Ozzy's been the All-Star card, propaganda piece. Greg Swindell again. The necklace antics of Dave Johnson are literally plaguing me. Joker face and Kevin Seitzer bunting to end that pack. Trevor Williams, what's going on, man? Says, my cousin and I were playing with toy guns in North Hills when Bouchel was traded to the Pirates. He came see a house for sale. We didn't know it was him and pretended to shoot. He did find the house. Is that really a true story? Oh, that is so awesome. That is absolutely epic. I love that story. I don't think that's too vivid of a story to make up, though. That is freaking hilarious. Hated Steve Bouchel, and I don't even know why. I honestly, most guys I can remember why I didn't like them. It was usually like I didn't like their haircut, I didn't like their stats. They had one photo on a card I didn't like. That was it. There was no forgiveness ever. They were done, or they were dead to me, basically. Van Slyke, Bob Kipper. Ken Hill's still in disbelief on his price tag. Yeah, I still have the one from the shop. I just don't know where it's at. And I probably never will find it again, so. Joyner Johnson. Where's the Civil War era Mitch Williams? We haven't seen that one yet. Dave Steeb. We did not see that what is becoming a short print. The Civil War Mitch Williams. Brutal kids the Jabs were. Very angry, hostile kids, apparently. Very judgmental. Better had... Seriously had... I don't even know. I don't know, but very judgmental, apparently. Very creepy-o Sergio there. And not too many Mandela effects tonight that I've seen. Juan Gonzalez rookie card. I guess I forgot about that one earlier, but it definitely has some schmutz on it in the form of a filthy piece of gum. So we'll put that in the background. I almost gave away the Frank Thomas again, but not enough. Schilling did not move far enough to give it away entirely. Roberto Kelly. Sosha, Ken Hill, and there's Griffey Gold Cup once again. It's not too often I pull two out of one box. And Craig Worthington, Mysterious Gold Cup ends that pack. And we have 6 packs left of 90 Tops. So get your fix in now while you can, because otherwise you'll be waiting another month to be let down yet again. Maiden says, what was the last time JC made an appearance? I don't know what happened to that rookie card. It's definitely somewhere in my basement bar, buried away. Literally buried. Glenn Allen Hill, that card was going to freak me out. It was just so much different than every single other card in the set. Eric Davis once again, Omar Vizquel, second year. Fitzgerald and Mike Felder ends that pack. Been close to a year since you've seen the JC rookie. It's probably been lost for about that long. But now the store is close. I keep stabbing myself. It's like the most awful feeling ever. These corners are like sharp and they keep getting under my cuticle. It's kind of a weird word to use, but I said what I said. They keep stabbing me. So, but yeah, now that I won't be there or focused on doing that, I can focus on finding all these lost little gems. Larry Walker rookie card again. Second one there. I feel like I'm playing solitaire. Glenn Allen Seal. I love that. Definitely looks like that. 100%. Tony Gwynn, Trevor Wilson, Jeff Weatherby, and I don't know, it's a waste of a background. There's no offensive signage in there. There definitely should be. And Pat Clements ends that pack. He's he's walking on the Zevia that walked in and spilled. Oh, it was great. If you open Bingo Wax, they wouldn't do that. You're probably right. I have a feeling that you're right on that one. And my finger is like sore from being stabbed repeatedly by those sharp edges that were filed down. Literally sabotaged me. Drew Hill off the set of Futurama. As we all know by now, that card's freaky looking. Robin Yount, Mike Stanton, Dickie Thon, another guy I did not like at all. Hated him as a kid. Ron Hassey and Mike Davis ends that pack. Austin says, if I don't see a Ricky, I'm going to be upset. I don't know why we haven't seen one yet, man. I feel like I usually see that card like 3 times in a box at any given time. And I haven't seen any Hendersons at all in this box. The base card, no subset cards. Drifter says, your new place started looking like a Tops dumpster from the mid-90s again. Yeah, we've been there for a while. We've definitely been there for a while. Jonathan H. says, more hits in a jam-packed box so far. Jonathan H., you must not have watched the jam-packed box last night because the fire was being pulled. The Frank Thomas rookie card came out. The Reggie Sanders rookie, 2 Gary Sheffields. And I don't know, I appreciate that, Jonathan H. I don't know, Austin, if you saw this, but I pulled that last night on a jam-packed box. It's pretty sick. Henderson. And bunch of neat stuff. And then Joe Torre auto came out, too. That was pretty cool. The bat relic out of 30, I think it was. Scott Scudder and Jonathan H. Also very disappointed you did not make it to the grand closing event. I literally was expecting you to be there. And once again, Jonathan H. proved why he is #1 on the abandonment list. Because he did not drive 2,000 miles for to see my store closed down. Beware the sharp-edged weapon called human being. Felix Jose, another guy I didn't care for, especially in 89 Donruss. Paul Ellis is at the top of a certain list for a reason. He must be. He promised he would come to the store. He never showed up. And the second to last pack, the Dirty Knees of Sid Fernandez. One more pack remains until we unveil. There's a piece of gum stuck to Kurt Schilling now. Until we unveil what this Frank Thomas is. James says, what town are you in? I'm in a town called Greensburg, Pennsylvania. It's like probably like a half hour outside of Pittsburgh, something like that. I don't really ever go to Pittsburgh because I don't really care for it that much. So it's not somewhere that I frolic around at frequently. And it's Jonathan says, oh, Reggie Sanders, I stand corrected. Oh, that is too funny. Brian Dubois, Jeff Robinson, Rod Nichols, Pat Perry showing off his pale pits. Jeff Juden hated him as a kid. I think it's because of Joe hated him real bad. Mel Stottlemyre, Chili Davis, Trevor Williams says, my sis gave me a jam box for Xmas. 5 Kevin Bass cards. That is absolutely crazy. He is definitely your omen, Trevor. He is your omen now as well as mine. And perhaps someday you can also have one of these many pants of Kevin Bass. This is absolutely phenomenal. I'm obsessed with it. I don't know what to do with it. If I should hang it up or keep it on my messy desk in the background. It just keeps getting worse by the day. Al Newman, this is the last pack of this box. Philly says, please give us an updated tour of your junk wax junkyard. It's gotten progressively worse. And tomorrow it's going to be a lot more worse once I open up 700 some packs on 91 Donruss. The toy room should be coming together here soon, and then I will move from my living room, which is awful right now. There's cards on the floor, and there's no furniture. I'll shift this into the toy room, and then maybe I'll live a normal life after that. I don't know if that's possible. So that's the last pack of 90 Tops, and we got 2/3 of the trifecta. We got 1 Mickey Weston, which is not acceptable. 2 Walker rookie cards, 2 Griffey second years, Williams, Gumstain, Gonzalez, Kurt Schilling, not a rookie card. Contrary to what anybody will tell you, that is not a rookie. His rookie's 89 Donruss, and that's it. Trevor says, Kevin Bass is one of my favorite players, so I was stoked. Well, that's even better. That's even better. I love it. That's sick. Thank you, Trevor. And we got to the final moment of the video that you've all been waiting for. Tediously, the Frank Thomas is here. It's got gum stains, but does it have a name on the front? Is what we are wondering. Does Kevin Bass have 5,000 cards? That's the question of the day. So I'm going to go on TCDB and find that out. So Clinton Ray, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. So we made it this far down. You'll be able to tell right away by the border being missing if it's the name on front. Oh, man, I literally thought I had it for a second there. I thought it was mine, but it is not. It is failure and disappointment yet again a perfect way to start 2023 out. And if that doesn't tickle your fancy, then tomorrow night, an opening 20 boxes of 91 Donruss most certainly and definitely will do that for you. So once again, I have failed in finding the 91 front, but next month is a new month and the first, and I'll be back hunting it yet again. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow night. The case of 91 Donruss and the search for the elusive Elite. Wednesday will be an auction, and then a bunch of other good stuff will be after that. So thank you guys all for watching and being here. Happy New Year to you. I will see you back tomorrow night. Kruger Breaks and Rips says again, thanks for the love and support, John. Don't miss the 750 giveaway, hobby boxes and graded card prizes. Y'all sub you right now, Kruger. Please check out Kruger Breaks and Rips. Get on board for his 750 sub giveaway. It sounds like he's giving away some pretty awesome stuff. And Austin does great stuff, man. Thank you, Austin, for being here. Thank all of you for being here. I will see you back tomorrow night. Have a great night, you guys.